Hi everyone, it's time to prep your hair for a wig. This video is mainly for people who have short hair, and gentlemen especially who have short hair, but there are some good tips in here for everyone. First of all, you want to be sure that your hair is brushed through thoroughly, and my hair on the top of my head is long enough that I can do small little pin curls. So I'm just twisting the hair around itself and bobby pinning it down with two crossed bobby pins. And I can get a few pin curls in the top of my head, but sometimes it's a little tricky, especially when the hair is that short, to do a pin curl properly. So I've got a few other tricks up my sleeve to show you guys after I finish putting on the pin curls. If it looks like I'm in pain at any point, it's because I am. Doing your wig prep properly does hurt a little bit because you're pulling the hair quite tight, but your head gets used to it and it loosens up after a bit. Now, as I said, another option is to use pop clips. And to use pop clips, you open them, slide them onto the hair, and pop them closed. They aren't as stable as some other forms of clips, but they are quite good for just getting the hair out of the way and pinning it down, especially when you have shorter hair. I'm not going to worry too much about pinning all my hair down because it's not particularly long, but definitely on top and in the front and around the sides I want to provide strong anchors, and what I'm using now is a wig clip. A wig clip pops open and shut and has little teeth on it. I'm going to slide it into my hair near the hairline, about an inch or so behind the hairline, and clip it closed. I'm going to be using 4 of them all around the perimeter of my head, so I have something really solid to pin in. It's very important to have a good anchor point near the nape of the neck. Next, I'm going to put on a wig cap. The kind of wig cap I like is this mesh net wig cap. It's comfortable to wear because it's open weave and it's easier to pin into. But I will have both so that people can have their option if they want to use a net wig cap or a traditional stocking wig cap. I'm tucking all my hair up and then slowly pushing the wig cap back into place. It's much easier to put it low on the forehead and push it back than it is to put it too high and try to pull it forward. I'm now using hairpins to pin the wig cap on, and the way hairpins are used is you stick them in reversed to how you want them to be, and then you twist them back on themselves, and this provides a really strong hold and prevents the wig cap from sliding back. You also notice that my hairline is exposed around the edge. That's very important, especially if you're wearing wigs that are intended to look realistic. Not so important in this show, but you definitely want a little bit of your own hairline showing in the front. So I'm just continuing to pin the wig cap on, trying to get all the anchor points, especially those at the nape of the neck and around the perimeter. And now I'm going to pull the wig cap a little bit tighter. You can twist and tie the wig cap, as I've seen some people do, but I prefer just to fold it over and hold it down with another hairpin. And now everything is nice and secure and I have a solid base that I can pin the wig to. Next, you need to get your wig off the wig block. When you approach the wig block, you'll notice there's probably a pin holding the wig on. Take that off, and then grab the wig from the back of the wig and pull it forward and over the block. Now that you have your wig, which is clearly not a cat's wig, just a wig that I had lying around, you'll notice that it's lace front, and it's very delicate. Be very gentle with the front and don't rip it. I'm grasping the wig by the back of the wig, pulling it on, and the wig will be far low on my forehead. But this is exactly what I want because it's easier to pull a wig back than it is to pull it forward. So I'm slowly pulling the hair back until the hairline is where I want it to be. And now when I pull the front forward, I'm not grabbing the very front edge of the wig lace because it is delicate, but I'm grabbing it where it joins, adjusting it so that it's level over my ears and everything is where I want it to be. Also making sure that the back is meeting the nape of my neck. Next I'm going to pin the wig on, and once again I'm going to be using little hairpins. And it's the same basic technique, except I'm going to put my thumb underneath the wig lace so that I can feel where the hairpin is coming through the lace, and then pin it either underneath the front edge or into the wig cap. And the pin's open end should be facing the back of your head when you're done. So I'm putting it in reversed and then turning it on itself so that the open end ends up facing the back of the wig. I usually do 3 pins in the front, 1 on either side, and 1 in the middle. I think that gives a good solid pinning. Make sure you're using the small hairpins too when you're pinning through the front lace. You don't want to rip the front lace. Now in the back you can use large hairpins. And the way that I pin is horizontally in the back. So I'm pinning through the side of the wig and pushing the pin so that the open end is facing the middle of the back of the head. It's a little hard to explain and hard to film, so I'll show you guys in person when we're at the makeup workshop. But now with 5 pins, the wig is thoroughly secured. I highly recommend whipping your hair back and forth and checking to see that everything is in its place. I'm going to pull the wig. It is absolutely secure. I could dance all night. In fact, I could have danced all night. That's the next show. Next, you need to dance for a very long time. You'll be exhausted and sweaty. If you do happen to know the dance of the Batik Virgin, I highly recommend it. Otherwise, you can do cats. Now it's time to take your wig off. It's as simple as taking out the 2 pins in the back. I know nothing's really that simple. It can be difficult to find the pins once you've put them in there. But if you use the larger pins in the back, it does aid in finding them. And once they're removed, you can actually take the wig off just like you took it off the wig block by grabbing the back of it and pulling it slowly forward up and over your head. And what will happen is the pins that we're holding on the front will just slide out with the wig, and you need to remove those pins after every performance. Then put the wig back on the wig block, and it's very similar to putting the wig on your head. You start by putting the wig low down on the forehead, and then slowly pulling it back. Place the pin back in the top of the wig, and then I like to check to make sure no hairs are tucked under nor the lace is bent under on itself. Essentially, the wig should look just like it did when you were wearing it. That is all.